German designer Marcel Breuer infused new interval principles of modernism in his work that would have a lasting influence on contemporary designer Kelly Riesler. Breuer, a prolific architect and industrial designer, taught at the Bauhaus School of Art. There he embraced modernist principles and theories that would change the course of design. This film will discuss Breuer's contribution to modernist design and theory and highlight its influence on Kelly Riesler, a contemporary designer known for her furniture and interior designs, who expanded these principles and ideas of modernism into her own creations. Marcel Breuer was born in Hungary in 1923. From 1920 to 1928, Breuer studied and then taught at the Bauhaus School of Design, where modern principles were applied to the industrial as well as to the fine arts. The Bauhaus School of Design was an art and design school founded in Germany in 1919. Initially, the school concentrated primarily on handmade crafts, but then moved towards industrial production and began the redesigning in the early 1920s, and moved towards mechanical production. It is said that Breuer began the change in production after the design of 4 chairs and encapsulated the famous design school's history and changing philosophy. Breuer moved to New York and opened his first office in 1956. It was here where Breuer began to show a strong ability to recognize the potential of materials that had never been used in furniture design before, such as steel and other industrial materials that beforehand were recognized by civilization as building and machinery equipment only, as opposed to inspiring artworks. In 1927, the Weisley chair, model B3, was born. Breuer spoke of the chair as his most extreme work, the least artistic, the most logical, the least cozy, and the most mechanical. The model of the chair resembles a traditional cushioned club chair, however all that remains is an outline made out of steel. The canvas seat and backrest appears to float above the floor. The chair is said to be his most influential piece of design, where he took furniture in a new direction. Breuer had designed an earlier version in 1925 while teaching at the Bauhaus. Within a year, designers everywhere were experimenting with tubular steel. Breuer began to develop more furniture using the same fundamental process and materials. This included a table, model B10, 1927, where the legs of the table were bent into a curved, sturdy steel, and a chair, model B33, 1927, where the entire structure is made from a similar steel outline as the Weisley chair. Both pieces followed the same fundamental tubular aesthetic, as well as many other sets of furniture which followed after. Between 1932 and 1934, Breuer developed flat aluminium band furniture. Aluminium was not as strong as tubular steel, but was considerably cheaper. This was a consideration as the seats were targeted at a mass market and production where the furniture was sold in Switzerland. The recognizable curved bands at the back of the seats are important structurally but are also aesthetically pleasing to the viewer. The armchair, model number 301, is made from painted aluminium with a painted molded laminated seat and back. The sun lounger, model number 313, has a bent aluminium frame with aluminium slats and a beech armrest. Both chairs share the same fundamental structure and form and appear to be from the same set or family. The hard aluminium material is an example of Breuer's ability to see comfort and luxury out of a mass-made and hard material that originally were used for cans in the kitchen pantry rather than comfortable lounges beside the pool. The aluminium furniture set a good example of the principles of modernism as it illustrates the industrial age along with new materials being used. An example of this is the use of the aluminium as opposed to what originally would have been wood. As aluminium is affordable, it also allows mass production to occur, allowing the furniture to be sold on a mass scale and to be put in many homes. In 1962 to 1963, Breuer was one of the founders of the modern movement, where the original designers took place of the Robin Day polyprop chair. This is a very nostalgic and common chair which is seen throughout schools and waiting rooms today, where the injection molded polypropane seat is based on an enameled bent tubular steel base. The foundations and design of the chair is extremely low cost. The seat is made from polypropane, which is inexpensive, durable, lightweight, and easy to clean. A simple mold can produce 4,000 seat shells per week. From 1963 to the present day, over 14 million chairs have been sold. As the modern world was being shaped by science and technology, as well as new machine technologies and new materials, the chair illustrated the social change that was occurring during modernism. Both the new era of plastics being introduced and new technology that was now available fueled mass production, without which the design of the seat would not have been considered nor possible. In 1936, Breuer, along with Walter Gropius, worked together in designing the nesting tables. The tables are a three-part trio, rectangular in shape, where each foot and leg are rounded to create a curved bottom. They nest inside each other, where they both perfectly fit directly underneath. Made from white plastic, the tables are clean, smooth and stylish. The tables are simplistic in form and have utilised modern materials and production technologies of plastics. The form of the design also follows the function and production. The table design is a clear representation of the modernist design era, where the economy, culture, and political climate supported and encouraged Breuer to experiment with unconventional designs using plastics and bright colours to create stylish and sleek furniture. Kelly Ressler, born in 1967 to the present day, is an American contemporary designer and one of the very top interior designers in the world. Admired for her bold designs and interior projects, she has won her credibility and her respect through countless awards and the success of her highly priced and quality of her furniture that she sells in stores and online. Ressler displays the principles of modernism that have been employed by Breuer through her own use of tubular steel in her own furniture designs, such as the Ardent Club Chair. The club chair shows off an obvious visible stainless steel tubular frame, with clean curved lines that have been painted black to display a modern sleek look while remaining comfortable. Where her design differs to Breuer's is where the club chair is upholstered and cushioned compared to Breuer's canvas straps as the seat. Ressler has adapted many of Breuer's designs to create her own individual style through the use of different fabrics, furs and upholstery, as well as expanded the range from only club chairs to couches, counter-height stools and stylish desk chairs to be used in an office space. Importantly though, the stainless steel frame that was once used on a bike for transportation is eye-catching in the majority of Ressler's designs, and is now iconic and highly desired in many high-class homes, as though a piece of Breuer sits in thousands of homes and offices all around the world. Through the incredible Marcel Breuer, it is evident that the modernist designer, as well as many other past modernist designers, have left modern-day society with more than just artifacts and antiques, but have inspired contemporary designers where the same design principles are still re-emerging, and paved the way for today's designers to have creative freedom with materials, cultural beliefs, and allowing imagination and expression.